Start any second. It's just... Welcome to the
Happy Friday, y'all.
Page. We are experiencing low level energy from within. Well, I don't speak for myself.
Right.
I'm experiencing low level energy from this week. I'm incognito today. My name is Brian Bacchus, and yours isn't.
I'm Jamal Smith.
Y'all know I'm Tony.
I'm trying to channel my easy reader look from Electric Company back in the day, starring Morgan Freeman. He used to wear these shades talking about easy reader, that's my name. Easy reading, that's my game. So today we're going to be reading a lot of stuff to you like we always do. And today's Friday, May 23rd.
Already?
So, yes, already. And we've like, what is this? Episode 93. So, like 7 more episodes, and we'll be moving into the 3rd season of this podcast. As you know, we do 50 episodes a season.
Hey, what in episode 3? Yikes.
Season 3?
Yeah,
yeah,
season 3. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody else's podcast running that long with all those episodes. I mean, now I do have a friend of mine, Brandon Bolin, who does Nidus, which is a podcast he started in 2016, and he's on like his 700 and something episode.
Yeah, but how long have you been doing that?
Yeah, he's been doing that. Yeah, that's me right there. Easy reader, baby.
Right there.
And he looks like Morgan Freeman right there.
Do you know that somebody called me Morgan Freeman at Courtney's wedding? Yeah.
You don't look like that.
Were they joking?
No, they weren't. I had the hair out and the beard and everything, and they go, I almost thought you were Morgan Freeman. I said, Morgan Freeman must be agile moving because he got me by about 40 years, 30 years.
And several
90 something.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm going to look like this at 90, so I might as well get used to it now. So, oh well.
Okie dokie.
Anyway, we're here for you, our audience, Aljanina Talks. And we're going to reach out once again to let you know that we're waiting on you to speak with us. Come on the show. Let's break bread together. Tell us your stories, because we got some announcements and some stuff we're going to show you that might spark up conversation. So, Jamal, we're going to go. Tony, you got something to say? Okay, so we're going to roll right in.
I have something to say?
Oh, no, I always like to defer to you before we do the announcement. Sometimes you might want to speak on something. We're trying to give you the floor.
Do I look like I got something to say, fool?
Yes, you do look like you got something to say, especially when you do that. Do I look like you got something to say?
Look, Jamal, that did come out like that, huh? Like,
you always look like you got something to say.
No, sir, not today. Not right now.
Go to our website and see all the stills that I took of you.
Oh, my God, I don't want to see them because they'd be like,
yeah, you know, I got to go. And you look like you was getting ready to sing. I want to put some music behind it.
I know. Some of them were really, really funny. Not in a bad way. They were humorous. You know.
Let me see if I actually uploaded that yet. I was having some
drink your vat of coffee and get some energy, B.
Drink water and mind my business. Yeah,
right, here the announcements. Then we'll come back, put up a little bit. You know, Juno, how we doing, man?
Juno.
Here we go. Remove the banners.
David Banner, Bruce Banner.
Bruce, yes, all the banners. I had to remove all the banners. So
banner carpet.
Just a heads up, the disaster recovery centers currently open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturdays only from 9 to 4. Let me do this real quick. And that's still at 540 West Woodbury Road in Altadena. However, the last day for this event, for this location, will be May 31st. After May 31st and beginning on June 2nd, you can actually access the same kind of resources at the Altadena Community Center. This is located at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. And at that point, moving forward, they're only going to be available Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. They will be closed on the weekends. And as you can see there's going to be a whole bunch of different departments on site from the LA County as well as federal agencies. So we'll get more into, we'll talk about those agencies a little closer to the switch update, to the change. Now the LA County One-Stop Permit Center is going to currently is still going to stay at 464 West Woodbury Road, which is in Suite 10 in Altadena. They have walk-up hours Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. They also have appointments that you can set up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, either 8:30 or anytime between 8:30 to 12:30, and then Saturdays 8 to noon. And you can also set up appointments with Southern California Edison Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 to noon. Now you would go to the website recovery.laccounty.gov/rebuilding/one-stop-permit-centers to schedule. You have a couple deadlines coming, so you don't fall victim to the repercussions. So June 1st is the deadline for those who opted out of the ROE or did not submit an ROE for you to actually get your debris removal permit and to hire a licensed contractor. Then June 30th, that's the deadline for you to complete your debris removal. Now, if the cleanup is not done by the end of this date, or if you have not gotten your permit by the other date, then your property could be declared a public nuisance. And if by chance it is, they may actually come, the county may come and clean it up themselves and pass the bill on to the homeowner. And if for some reason you don't pay it then they may actually try to recover their money through a lien on your property. So again, avoid all the bad parts of this and just adhere to the deadlines and you'll be good. Now today, from 4 to 6:30, there's a free farmers market at 3541 Brandon Street in Pasadena. It says all are welcome. It's together with Thrive Food Bank. Then tomorrow, one of many events that are happening. This one happens to be located at John Muir High School. It's going from 1 to 7. It's put on by Rhythms of the Village in LA Commons. They're having an event where they're celebrating the spirit of Altadena and the power of art, culture, and unity. John Muir is located at 1905 Lincoln Avenue in Pasadena, and there will be music, vendors, healing workshops, food, and much more. I think Brian's going to be attending that one. I think I'm going to stop over there too because my aunt is performing. She's in that drum group, and it's going to be fun. Pasadena is also having their 29th Family Fun Day on Saturday. This is at La Pintoresca Park from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And this is located at 45 East Washington Boulevard. There's going to be tons of things: skateboard exposition, bubble zone, free food, tiny tot area, bingo, arts and crafts, and much more. If you want to have more information or get more information, you can actually call 626-744-8052. Also tomorrow from 12 to 4, it'll be the first of several spring concerts at Loma Alta Park. Remember, it just reopened last weekend. So this first jazz concert will be the Alan Wasserman Jazz Ensemble. There's free admission, so come on out and enjoy some good music at 3330 North Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. And if you have questions, you can reach out to 626-398-5451.
Shoot, Saturday, I'm going to have to go to 3 events now.
There's a bunch of stuff.
So
now,
start at La Nebraska, go to the concert, then go to Muir. I think I got my day planned.
There you go. Now, this next one, it's not in Pasadena. However, it's about veterans, which is what the holiday is. It is Memorial Day. It's so basically at the Arcadia County Park, which is on Santa Anita and Huntington.
You can't miss it.
Yeah, you definitely can't miss it. And they have the I forget what they call it, but they have all the flags that are up in the north.
Oh, the Memorial Day
corner. Yeah, northeast corner. They have like tons of flags. But so basically, join them for a special day honoring the bravery and resilience of our veterans and first responders. Thank you, Tony, being a veteran. The event will include a ceremony paying tribute to our heroes. There will be resource fair, equipment displays, food trucks, live music, and lots of family fun. Bring a copy of your DD-214 to get assistance accessing federal and state benefits. Admission and parking are free. So
just make sure you get there in time to get some parking, because that parking lot gets filled up pretty quick.
Right. But cool thing is they got parking on both sides. But yes, it does pack up quick. But this is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So it's a smaller window of time.
Did you guys know about all the different dates and what they are and why they're celebrated? Like Memorial Day is what it's called here in the U.S., but in the UK it's Armistead Day, and in Canada it's Poppy Day, and it's celebrated with a red poppy in both the UK and Canada, and it's an extremely somber day. Like here we have parades and celebrate, but in the UK and Canada they don't celebrate. They have it off. It's like a bank holiday. It's full. Everything is closed, but they don't have parades and stuff. They really reflect on the fact that Memorial Day is for those who gave their life, those who were prisoners of war, POWs, and MIAs, the missing in actions, and really just try to sit and reflect and appreciate that, where we do things a little differently. And then there's and people tend to say, oh, thank you for your service on Memorial Day. And most veterans don't want that, because we have Veterans Day in November and people tell us, thank you for your service. And that's more of a celebratory. And then there's Armed Forces Day, which is also this time of year, June. And that is for the people that are currently serving. So most people don't even know that there are different days, because they're kind of in the US lumped together and everybody does the same thing for everything. Oh, we got a holiday. Thanks for your service. And so I just wanted to clarify that, because a lot of people don't know the difference between the days, and a lot of people don't really realize that the reason we have off and they're like, oh, we got another holiday, is literally because someone lost or gave their life for us as a country to be able to have the freedoms and do what we do. Mm-hmm. And though I'm appreciative as a veteran of people saying thanks for your service, I would prefer, and not saying anything negative to you, Jamal, but I'd prefer people, and most veterans would prefer people not to say that, because it's really not just a tribute to veterans and military families. This is a day that we really need to honor our POWs, our MIAs, those that have never been found, and those that sacrifice so much, and our Gold Star families, right? The Gold Star families are the ones whose sons or daughters or husbands or whatever, brothers, lost their lives in service to the country. And then they wind up being recognized at Gold Star ceremonies. They, get there's different benefits and things that they have after their loved one gave the ultimate sacrifice. But just wanted to give a quick little education for people that didn't know that.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate the insight, because, that's very helpful. Very, very helpful.
Well, on a lighter note, I just wanted to let y'all know that Smack Your Auntie joined on Instagram. Smack Your Auntie.
And you know what? Do I be bringing us down that much? Because you always say on a lighter note. I don't be trying to bring us down. I just be like,
no, it's not.
Tony says good morning.
I had to introduce that would, and also we had Smack Your Auntie join. That would not have worked.
Okay.
Well, Brian, Marcus thanks you for the clarity. You know, he appreciates the explanation, and happy Friday to us all. So I think we all learned a little something today.
Yeah.
And not only that,
make you
Smack
down,
Your Auntie joined.
You can still appreciate and celebrate them, but as we're off Monday and people barbecue and things like that, reflect on those that you do know, right? From the community that served and died as they were serving. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
It can still be joyful and in remembrance of them. Yeah, it's not Poppy Day in Canada. It's Remembrance Day, but it's celebrated with a red poppy. And then I tend to go over to the cemetery, the National Cemetery on Wilshire by the West LA VA, because Sony Pictures Veterans Group and some others come and they bring red and white carnations, and we put them on all the graves of those who gave their lives during service that are buried at the National Cemetery. So if anybody wants to go and do that and volunteer, you can just show up, and there's literally thousands of carnations, long stem, and you can just go one by one and put them. We do it. We start like 8 in the morning or 8:30, 9 o'clock. We're usually done 10 or 11, but I try to do something every Memorial Day.
Well, if you are going to go there, if you could send me some video footage so we can slap it on the show.
If I go this year, okay.
Or if your signal is even strong, we could bring you in.
That too. Oh, yeah, because you're going to be live.
Yeah, Jamal and I are going to go on at 10 on Monday. Oh, by the way, guys, we're going to be here on Monday. You know, act like we're going to leave you hanging on a holiday. That's probably when we're going to get our most views, because everybody's actually off at home.
Okay, so maybe that'll be a plan. I'll do that, and then I'll come in, because I usually try to go on Memorial Day over to the National Cemetery in West LA and do that. So I could.
Yo,
so I'll let you know that morning.
Like you had hydraulics going. Did you?
Okay, sorry about interrupting your announcement.
No interruption. This is how we do it.
Like I said, enlightened us, and that's very, very, very useful.
Blood.
Give some context.
I'll just wrap it up. There's only a couple more slides. So Pasadena Bike Month, put on by Pasadena Department of Transportation. They're having a kids bike clinic. It'll be this Sunday at 2 p.m. To get more information on this, you go to bit.ly/Pasadena Bike Month.
Each word is capitalized in the beginning, in case you try to type that in and it don't work.
And then there's going to be a Pasadena Memorial Day commemoration on Monday, beginning at 10:30 at Memorial Park in Pasadena at 85 East Holly Street. And I imagine that'll be more in line with what you were referring to, Tony. Less of a, like parade and celebration kind of thing. It'll be more in line with what Memorial Day is, I guess, supposed to be.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah. And then next Wednesday, there's going to be an Eden Fire reverse panel put on by Victory Bible Church. They're located at 1497 North Hill Avenue in Pasadena, and it's going to be from 6:30 to 8:30. So it's a panel discussion for agencies, nonprofits, and city planners to hear from the Eden Fire survivors. So it's going to be, as the name implies, it's going to be reversed. These panelists are going to be in the audience, and the actual residents and survivors of the fire are going to be the ones that are going to be on stage or talking to them, and they'll be able to respond to their questions. And the link below will allow you to go to sign up and register. It is a little long, but it's pretty straightforward. It's vbc.ccb.church.com/go-to/forms/232/responses, and lastly /new.
Oops. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
This last one for today is referencing a mixer meet and greet and mix and mingle that's happening next Saturday, the 31st, It'll begin at 4 p.m. It's going to be located at Calaveras, which is a Mexican restaurant at 187 North Sierra Madre Boulevard in Pasadena. There will also be resources, guests, and community information, and it's there to be supporting those who are impacted by the Eaton fire. It's a DJ A Rally House production, and after the event, there will be the Afterburner DJ sets. So it should actually be a very good event. And with that,
I got one to share real quick. I don't think we've announced it. I'm gonna go ahead and show it real quick. Can you guys see that?
Show it. Hold on, let me get this off.
See what? I don't see anything yet.
Jamal, can you add that if you see it on the green?
There it is.
There you go.
So the Eaton Canyon Trails will not be open this year. They have deemed it unsafe for anyone to go walk the trails. The community center was burned down and everything. So I just wanted to bring this up in case you thought that you were going to hike this through the Memorial Day weekend. They won't be open for any holidays this year. So,
but you know what's interesting about that is, and I get why there's so much outrage in the community. Certain stuff they close down, other stuff or other points like, oh, you can move back in your house, it's safe. And even why people thought, for the park opening last Saturday, it was like, oh, they redid all this and spent this money for Lone Mountain Park, but stuff like this, right? 14,000 acre Eaton Fire, the Eaton Canyon, and other trails up at Mount Low, all that, Rubio Canyon, Henniger Flats, Enchanting Trail, all that is closed. So I could truly understand why people are like, but you want me to move back into the community saying that it's safe.
Okay. Hey, one thing I want to note about that though is, hey, if anybody wants to just, play crazy and go in there anyway, if you get caught, there's fines of $5,000 for individuals or $10,000 for an organization, or imprisonment for not more than 6 months.
Imprisonment.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna throw you in the slammer, but
I'm just reading what they said.
I know
they probably won't, but they are going to fine you if you are caught in there. So just let.
And that's also a good deterrent, right? If you think, oh, if I go, that's $5 or $10 grand. That's a good deterrent to put out there, whether they do or not, right?
Yeah.
That's so funny because I'm looking at this and it doesn't show up on YouTube, the share. That's weird.
The share?
Yeah, like with me sharing this, I'm looking at it on the TV and my phone, and it shows you nothing. It just shows our background. It's not even showing the thing. So I don't know if anybody, that's weird.
Oh,
I don't know. Oh, well, we'll stop.
They remove it. We add it back.
No, I took it off. I just stopped sharing it.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, that was weird. It was,
Hey, Marcus, did you get this background? Did your cousin send it to you?
He did.
Okay.
But he can confirm. Please confirm.
Keep doing the dip.
I don't want to be in trouble with Tony.
I dip. You dip. You put your hand up on your hip. I don't know where these songs come up from.
I don't know where what comes from?
Where the songs come from when I just see things and I just think of the song.
See, I did.
I knew you did, Jamal. I just wanted him to confirm that. Because he was like, Tony, send me that. I was like, okay. No, I'm just saying. Good. Thank you, Jamal, for sending that over.
Hey, Don, how you doing?
No problem, thank you.
Glad to have you on board.
Don Buchanan.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
She just had a birthday a couple months ago.
That's right.
Happy.
I remember her 50th, boy. She went, woo, that was a party.
Is that the one I went to?
Yeah, down at that one loft off of Alameda. And
oh, yeah. That was nice.
It looked like it was going to be crazy because of the area, but when you saw the spot, you was like, it's a little hidden gem over here.
That's good.
You know, eh? Jamal, don't forget to tell me.
I got you. You were supposed to tell everybody about that.
He just gonna put you on blast.
Yeah, you got blasted, boy.
Instead of texting his cousin, he just gonna put it on here.
No, he got to make sure.
Just tell me
because he knows that's where I'm looking.
Right.
Hey, Don, I need you to have another party there. That was fun. That was awesome.
Yes, we need that because I'm telling you, they had 3 levels. She had a cook at the top level making like all kinds of stuff, and then the second level was card games and stuff, and then you go downstairs and it was huge. Then they had an outside parking lot that you could just rent by itself and throw a party. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah. She had couches out there and all kind of stuff.
Oh, you late. Oh, he really putting you on blast now.
Right.
Leave it to wait. Jamal, you older, right?
Yes.
Yes, little cousins, little sisters, brothers always do that kind of BS where you gotta like really check them or yoke them up later. Like the F is wrong with whatever. Yeah, that's the younger ones be doing the shenanigans. Right.
What the shiitake mushrooms?
Exactly. So you're gonna have to handle that later, Jamal.
Right.
He gonna take it out on the golf course. Yeah, you remember that time you was talking that smack? Swag. Yeah, hole in one, fool. That's
right. It's funny though. I've never beat Marcus when we play golf. Not one time. So that would be pretty cool. But I had 2 shouts out for yesterday. Number 1, want to shout out my pops. It was his 80th birthday. So one of the original Will Smith. Happy belated birthday, Pop. Or no, I shouted him out. But then I also want to congratulate my nephew, Sean Jones, for graduating from Sierra Canyon High School. So we all went up there. Yeah.
Congrats, Sean.
Yeah. We had a good time yesterday. It was really cool.
Welcome to adulthood.
So
right.
Yesterday was your pop's birthday and you waited or you forgot and didn't do the shout out on.
No, I forgot to do the shout out yesterday. I talked to him. I talked to him earlier in the day. Huh?
You get a little bit of a pass that you forgot. Because, baby, next Friday, my daddy will be 88. I'm starting to shout out today. Okay?
That's right.
Dude, I'll shout out Pop's birthday every chance I get. Shit, exactly. I'm glad he's still in.
Because they deserve it.
No doubt.
He be like, I'm going to live longer than you, son.
Say it again.
He said, I'm going to live longer than you, son, right? Either because you smoke, you drink, you don't take care of yourself, you're fat. I'm like, I'm fat. Because he weighed 180. So he grabs my arm, because he's blind, so we go places. And I go, how you know I'm fat? My arm ain't fat. He said, well, when my hand hit your side, I could feel that flabbergasting.
The
flabbergasting.
Oh, leave it to the parentals.
I'm like, bruh.
Right.
Bruh.
Every time I see my dad now, he like grabs my gut and be like, yo, what you gonna do with that?
To me,
Well, he don't look like that no more. My pop was big.
You have surpassed him, huh?
No, I have, because his whole diet's changed with the heart and all that stuff. That hooch always looks so refreshing.
Hey, he be over there moonshining.
I'll bring you a jar. I'll bring a jar to Palm Springs, man.
Jamal, we need to start up our Friday night liquor.
He might need to make his own the way he put you on glass this morning.
Nah, we good. That's how we do.
We need to show them how they make it.
Yeah. Like that show. Behind, see the smoker, it doubles as a still. So when I'm not,
that's where the steam goes through. So that's why the hooch always tastes like tri-tip, huh?
Yeah, it's all smoky.
Have you ever had smoked peach cobbler?
I haven't, but I know folks that have. I watch videos on it.
So my boy does barbecue. What's his name? Ribs in LA. Fran Lowe, the ex-DJ. Well, he still DJs. But his wife made this smoked peach cobbler. And when I tell you it was so good, because you could taste the smoke in it and the flavors. I mean, you ever taste smoked honey something? And that's what it tastes like. It was so good. Well, I might see if they even making it this weekend so I can pick one up.
I suggest you do so and share with
me. I need y'all to taste it because it's like, oh my God, oh my God.
I need to taste it.
So, Fred, if you're watching, oh shoot, you know what? Every time I get to talking on here, it'd be 29 minutes. Get the share. I am such a slacker.
Hey, I did the same thing. Don't try.
Oh, I'll be enjoying the show. I don't want to be sharing. Trying to enjoy the show.
I don't want to share with people. Forget
I don't
that.
care what these people think. Ugly food, that's thing.
Like,
All right, so over here doing it now.
So what all are we doing this weekend, you guys?
Well, I got 3 events to go to. Apparently, now
I'm
I
here.
found out about the concert series. So looks like
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
start off at La Pintoresca, then go and get there when they first start at the spring series at 12. Stay there for about an hour or so, and then go down to the mirror thing. And I think that will seal the deal
You
for
busy?
those events. Now, I do want to capture something at the park too, because there's 4 events happening tomorrow. That's the one by Catherine Barger in Arcadia.
oh, in Arcadia,
That's
yeah.
from 10 to 1 or something like that. So I think in between, probably going to I might just start off at Arcadia, because then I can be back in Pasadena for all of them instead of going to this when they're going out to Arcadia and going back to Pasadena. I might just start at Arcadia.
Mm-hmm.
Make it easier.
Well, I'm not doing any of those things. I'm dog sitting as of today through Monday.
Oh, so you got the Memorial Day dog watch, huh?
A little 6-month-old miniature schnauzer, so cute. His name is Seven.
Wowza.
But I
His
will
name is
take
what?
7.
Oh, I thought you said like Savan or something like that. Like, look at your little
Savan,
fancy
7.
name.
I might call him
Savan.
Savan. He'll look at me like, girl, what?
No, he probably
he'll
like,
be here
about
at like
time somebody
11:30.
called me by the name. I ain't a number. You hear?
So yeah, he'll be here 7:30. So I mean 11:30, not 7:30. See, I'm
Ooh,
mixing his
boy,
name
that's
and the
early.
time.
He pulling up.
Having to be here at 7 and 7.
Right. And then I have a baby shower to go to tomorrow. Between 2 to 6. Who knows what time I'll get there or whatever. If I stay super long, but go get some stuff, take that in Pasadena. But I need some time to me, because we spend so much time out there doing stuff in the community to report back. But I just need like some time to me. So in the morning, I'm probably get up, take him for a walk, do something in the garden or whatever, go out to the baby shower. But on Monday, now that you said that you two have committed to being on here, and I'm most likely going over to the cemetery, the National Cemetery, I'll do that, and then be there at 10ish and go at 10 and go live.
We'll be here waiting on you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Or I won't go live. I'll come on the stream. Or do
Well,
I
you'll
need
be
to
live.
stream live
Well,
from?
no,
okay.
we'll just send you
the link.
and
Okay.
then you just come on your phone like you normally
Perfect. Yeah. So yeah, send that. Put it in the WhatsApp or text it to me. Oh, it's our same
do.
link.
It's the
right?
same one. It's the same.
Okay,
one.
then I don't need to send.
Well,
it.
we change it every 50 episodes.
Oh, that's right. It is going to change because it'll be new episodes, right?
Yeah.
Wait, no, that'll be the last one because 90 is on Tuesday. So is that? Oh no, we
No,
go
95 is on
Tuesday.
Tuesday. 95 will be on Tuesday.
Yeah.
No,
And
this
then
could
one more
be-
week. Yeah, today's the 93rd episode. So
Oh,
it's the
I'm
last
sorry.
one.
Okay.
Then Monday is 94. Then
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's the same link we've been using for this season. It's not going
Yeah,
to switch
this
until the
is
following
season.
week.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3.
Excellent.
Beans.
I will probably end up at Muir, and I might shoot down to the Arcadia thing since it's right down the street from me.
Right by
Now, if I have signal, I will go live for a few minutes from each location, but I am going to be having a full comprehensive video that I'm going to do so that we don't really have to show much on Monday.
Mhm.
Except for when Tony goes live for her thing, then we'll stop whatever we're doing and she'll come in and we'll just jump to that.
Right.
That's fine. Yeah,
You
because
know,
I'll
like
be
a
there.
like a real show can do.
Like a real what do we do on the scene?
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Roving
reporter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty I did it the first time a few years ago and it was really I'll just say it's kind of profound because like you look at all these headstones, and if you've ever been to a national cemetery, they're all white.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the person's name, their rank, and their service dates. And they all basically look the same. But to know, like, even though I was and had the ability to serve, and then where we are today, it's still surreal and very profound that all of these people served, and a lot of them didn't give their life in service, like as a POW, MIA, or whatever, or they were in the war, because I can be buried in National Cemetery because I served, right? But the ones that it'll have World War II or World War I, or, you know, Afghanistan conflict or whatever, or it may say POW or MIA on their headstone, those are the ones that are like very emotional, you know, and it's like the least I could do is honor them today and, you know, be here. Sometimes it'll say Gold Star, but yeah, it's a trip. So yeah, we just go and, oh yeah, so the thing is that 10 a.m. On Monday, there is an event at 10 a.m. Let me look at it real quick and see what's going on. Yeah, that's the ceremony in California at the LA National Cemetery. It will be at 10 a.m. So I will be able to be there and go live for it. I think I'm going to call over there today because we usually do the carnations, but I didn't like sign up for anything this year. Oh, wait, let's see. 10 days before. Yeah, I don't know. We usually do it, so I'll check and see. But either way, I'll probably go out there for it, for the thing.
Look forward to it. It's got to be emotional. Because, I mean, like you said, to see so many headstones and know that many people, you know, participated in our military like that, and quite a few of them did die in while serving and what have you. That's got to be tough, because I know I went to the Vietnam memorial back east, and my dad was in Vietnam, and he lost a couple of his buddies on there. He gave me some names, and I was able to go and find one of his partner's names, and you know how you highlight it with the pencil and what have you. I brought it back to him. He was so emotional as a result of that. It was just crazy. And then to just see all those names, it's crazy. So to be at the actual cemetery too, whew, man, what an honor to be able to do that though. So
yeah, it is.
Appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, it's let's see. Yeah. So even here, like if you were to go to the va.gov and look up like the Memorial Day, you know, celebrations, it tells where all of them are, because there should also be one in, let me look for California. It should be one in Riverside, because there's another national cemetery out there.
That's what Marcus just commented about that. You said Riverside National Cemetery puts flags on every grave site.
Yeah, we do the flags and the carnations at LA. And then there's Miramar, you know, Bakersfield, but at the LA one that I go to, it's definitely, I'll send a picture too, Brian. I have a picture. Let me see if I can find it, of one I went to, I want to say in 2020, because I did a big chop in 19 and have like a short haircut. But yeah, it could be very emotional, but it's worth it. And if anybody wants to show up on that day and just do it, just come, because it gives you a whole nother level of respect. And especially in the political climate that we're in now, that our Secretary of Defense and our president and people don't really honor the military, it will help people to honor those that have served and those that have given their lives. So super important, you know, but so the first time I did it, yes, it was very emotional, and it was just like, oh, okay. And I had just gotten an email with an invite, because Catherine Barger and Judy Chu, Rep. Judy Chu, do a lot of things for Southern California veterans in LA County. Like we have this thing in Rosemead every year. What's that place? It's a golf course down below. I forget the name of it. It'll come to me, but for female veterans, and it's on Valentine's Day every year. and they just do it for us, and they cater food, and we wind up leaving with flowers and gifts and gift cards and all kinds of stuff. And so they do a lot, though. Oh, here's one right here. I'm going to put these pictures, Brian, in the WhatsApp or Jamal, and if you guys could bring these up.
Sure.
This was
Jamal.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to the WhatsApp.
We're going to get to the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
For the thing on Rosemead, were you talking about the American Military Museum?
No.
Or Narrows Golf Course or
hold on, I put the same picture. I meant to do a different picture. Let me get it real quick. It's one of those, but I don't know why it did both of those.
Lake.
Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm gonna send these two. No, it's a place. It's not a military place at all, but they rent out. And Judy Chu always comes. Catherine Berger comes when she can, but Judy Chu always comes. Okay, this was the last one I did. Oops. Did you get those, Jamal?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's me with the carnations, and then two others as I walk the grounds, because we put the flags down too. And then behind me, you can see some of the headstones where we put stuff. I look like I was back in the military then. I had a short cut and my black glasses on, but I literally put my glasses on because it was really emotional. But yeah, that was on a Memorial Day a few years ago. I think it was like in 2020. But and just walking around there, you see so much incredible stuff and names of people, and it could really be, challenging, but yeah, but at the same time, it's like it gives you such another level of respect for, hey, David Terry, DT. So yeah, that was after we ran out of the carnations. I just like walked around for a while and took that picture and the other picture. The one next to it, Jamal. Did you go to the other one yet?
Yeah, I had.
Oh, okay, yeah. And so those are other people that would just come out when we laid the flags, and then we would get the carnations and go and lay those. And those are the ones that are in the ground, because after a while, all the cemeteries now don't do the headstones because they run out of space, right? And then that other one with me standing with the carnations was you could see the headstones and the flags. So the first thing we do is we lay the flags. And I think there's 30,000+ graves at the LA National Cemetery. So we go around and we put, and the Boy Scouts come too, like huge amounts of Boy Scouts. And everybody,
you look like those ladies that be standing out there talking about, you want flour? You want flour?
I was Secret Service that day. That's what I was. I went back to Secret Service. I was back in my military look with my top secret clearance garden people days. With that, I was in all black that day. But
you want flour for you and your girlfriend? You want flour?
And then I did. And then we went and we laid the carnations down because they were getting them out of the boxes and stuff when we were laying the flags. But
girl, you look like you was about to go into real serious Black Panther mode right there.
So yeah, I'll go do that Monday. And then they do have you already know all of that. And then they do have a
with the fist in the back.
Because we usually get there 8:30. We do all that, and then they have a ceremony on the grounds at 10. So I'll try to get you whatever footage I can, and then go live for the ceremony part at 10 as well. So,
cool.
Yep.
That'll be good. Now, we're going to switch gears real quick. We all had a conversation briefly about a little news piece that I was able to find. It was talking about the kind of makeup of those who are currently buying some of the properties in Altadena at the moment. I'm just going to play the clip real quick, and we'll kind of discuss it afterwards and see if anybody has any comments as well. So let me find it. Here we go. It's going to take a minute for it to pop up. Let me know if you see anything.
It's rendering. There it goes. It popped up.
All right, cool. All right, let me go ahead and play it.
Hit that expand the thing or
I will.
whatever.
Huge concern in the Eaton fire zone. Corporate investors are buying up Altadena properties that some families can't afford to rebuild after the fire. KCAL's Cara Fenstrom looking at who some of these corporate landlords are and why there's concern.
This is a map actually of all of Altadena, and you can see here, of all of the lots that have gone for sale, 48% of them were purchased by corporate buyers.
State Senator Sasha Renee Perez says those numbers raise urgent questions about who's buying up burned properties in Altadena. Research by the nonprofit SAGE, or Strategic Actions for a Just Economy, found 45 of the 94 lots sold so far are corporate purchases, compared to just 5 during the same period last year.
This is the first report that's been done on this situation. We've been hearing stories individually of people being approached by corporations, by LLCs, making lowball, all cash offers to individuals that have completely lost their homes.
The report found 2 firms, Black Lion Property LLC and Ocean Development Incorporated, account for 11 of the acquisitions, or nearly 25%. Its authors say that suggests a concentrated effort by single investors to gain a foothold in neighborhoods. We tried to contact both companies to learn about their plans. We're still working to track down Black Lion's owners. A supervisor with Ocean Development told us they do not believe the owners want to comment. Some real estate experts stress developers could play an important role in bringing in the capital and resources needed for this unprecedented rebuild. And homeowners can sell to anyone they want. Senator Perez says what the governor's office and local leaders want to crack down on are illegal, predatory practices.
We are concerned that our seniors in particular are being targeted.
She says state officials are working to uncover and prosecute criminal actions.
Please stand with us. Please fight with us.
She's working with local activists, calling for a $200 million investment from the state in a nonprofit land bank. The money would fund nonprofit organizations so they can buy and redevelop destroyed homes and businesses. The goal, to recreate the affordable housing lost and help preserve Altadena's diversity and character. With so much of the city in ashes, locals know these development decisions will redefine their city. Cara Finstrom, KCAL News. A huge concern in the Eaton fire.
Where are we? All right, cool. So I saw that and I thought it'd be interesting to share. Number one, to let everybody kind of, see what is happening right now, because I knew, we had many a conversation about this at the very beginning, or shortly after the fire. We were talking about what we hoped was going to happen and what we hoped wasn't going to happen. So it appeared just on the surface and, listening to this piece that, half of the properties are being purchased by LLCs and corporations. And again, on the surface, that makes us a little apprehensive. I know one of the reasons why we had a discussion about this in the beginning before our show is I was just asking both Tony and Brian, hey, do you think I should share this? Do you think it is going to, be helpful for us? And, what we ultimately decided on is, let's go ahead and share it, but let's explore it a little bit more, not just take it for, what it says. And I like kind of what it said at the end of it to let you know, number one, and I know Tony and B, you have your take on this as well, but number one, people can sell to who they want, and we really don't have any control over that. We don't know their circumstances and what have you. Number two, just because it's a corporation or a business that things are being sold to doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Tony has some examples of folks who are businesses and corporations that have good plans for, for Altadena and the reason why they're buying property. And one of the last parts of this piece was they were trying to develop a program for nonprofits to actually acquire the properties who show that they have good plans and good intentions for Altadena and the residents. So I want to open it up to, B and Tony, want to make some comments on that. And then also for those who are watching, if you want to chime in and give your, your opinions on what we just shared.
Well, Tony and I experienced this firsthand when we were up there doing our videos on different properties on both of our streets. We saw a guy come up and was like, "Hey, you want to sell your property at 1.2 million?" And I'm looking at him like, first of all, this ain't my property that I'm standing in front of. Second of all, who are you? Then remember when we drove up to Las Flores and Marengo? Same thing. Guy jumps out of his car, sees us standing in front of the property, and thinks
It was the same guy?
No, it's a different one.
Asian guy.
You know, yeah. Well, they all were Asian. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you try to look up Black Lion and all that, I'm pretty sure.
So Black Lion's not Asian. Black Lion, he looks like he's Armenian or something. His name is Robert Rivani, because I'm on there now. And his Black Lion Inc. And his whole picture is hilarious. He's standing there with this suit jacket anyway. He's the president, and it says he's 34, and he has bought and sold over 750 million in deals without partners or investors, embodying a remarkable journey of self-made success, whatever. But then there's a COO and a CLO that are his executives. I'm sure he's not trying to come in and buy and give back to our community, right? Based on his website, he looks like he's a flipper, right? He's going to come buy some empty lots and try to sell them because, yes, Altadena, a lot of the properties are $1 million+ houses, right? At least in the 8s and 900s, even on the side where you might not think would be the best or whatever, because that's the value. But we have Green Line Housing Foundation, right? Jasmine Schuper, who has already done 1.2 billion in the past. And what she does is, she said it is her mission, her calling. She does it literally for the Black community. They buy up, and they have purchased some already to resell. Ishelle Williams, she's one of 4. Their mom and her 3 sisters lost houses. And her landlord was being real nasty with her in the beginning. Now Green Line was able to purchase it for her, and she will get a loan to build, and they will then sell everything. They'll work with her and sell it to her, right? But that was part of their agreement. So there are people, there are contractors or other companies that are doing this because they want to and have connections with Altadena and want to work with people just like Holdena, right? Might buy up some lots and resell those lots at their value just to, or lower than market value, right? To Altadenians, Black, brown, whoever, could be white, whoever, but Altadenians that want to stay. There are people that have been in Altadena their entire lives that are renters, but they want to stay or come back. And when you have conglomerate type groups that have hundreds of millions of dollars just at their disposal that want to just buy the lot so they can flip it, I think that's where the concern is. And I think that that's what needs to be said in these news articles, not just we have 90 something lots that have been sold, because look, each of us have our own LLC businesses. If we got 5 million or whatever we have or could liquidate, we could easily say, I want to go buy a lot. Or the 3 of us could say, okay, under Altadena Talks, we're going to liquidate some of our stuff. Let's go as a nonprofit, buy 2 or 3 lots if we have that capital. And it would be the same thing. If people don't know who's behind it and what their intention is, then the stories come out like what we just saw. But I do know of people that are trying to buy up lots so that, yes, they can build on them affordably or sell back to people at cost almost of what they purchased it for, right? Maybe 50, 100,000 more. So they make some kind of profit if this is their business, and then turn around and sell it. So if you are able to get a lot at 400,000 or 500,000 and sell it for that, or build a house on it, 200,000, 300,000, 350, whatever you can do, right? If you're a builder or whatever, and sell it to someone for 700,000 or 800,000 versus 1.5 million or whatever, which is out of reach for many that are descendants from Altadena or that grew up there and are renting, then I'm cool with it. Let people do what they have to do as homeowners, as lot owners, to sell, right? If that's what they have to do. And again, this is, I will keep saying this, out of 6,000 or 6,400 parcels or whatever, 100 is not even 10%.
Right.
And with our zoning laws up there and our Altadena community standards, They can't come in and buy a lot and build, or buy one or two and combine them and build big apartments and condos. That's another thing that I keep hearing. But we have zoning laws and
that's not
Altadena
gonna happen.
community standards that we're not going to let that happen. So people have to become educated instead of hearing stories like this and panicking, right? Because if you don't have all the facts, then you'll hear it and you'll have outrage and be like, oh, they're going to just steal all our land and da-da-da-da-da. But a lot of these same people that are in the news making the fuss, being the face, don't have a penny to put towards buying a lot.
Right.
So
I believe that if we were able to buy some, my goal would be not to sell it, but just to rent it out to a family that that will be there long term. That would help take care of situations. You don't have to worry about people. Because see, here's the thing about our town: you new to the street, you're gonna get met. Whether you like it or not. If you do not want to meet your neighbors, too bad. Because
wrong town.
we need to know who living on our street. We don't need no serial killers, no child molesters, nothing. Because we need to know.
And Altadenians will research you to death and find out everything.
And it's easy now with the internet.
And then tell everybody else.
Right.
On the back.
So putting signs on your front yard.
Right. One thing I'd like to take from this this piece is for those who are in the know, whether you knew already or you maybe learned something on this show, or maybe you do a little bit more research, just recognize that just on the surface is not always bad. Number two is the fact that the comment that Marcus had made, where hopefully the permitting and for the buildings and all that stuff will discourage some corporate buyers, but also there's not really currently that many, and you would have thought that there would have been more, right? But do a little research, make sure you can try to figure out what these people are intending, and then more importantly, share with others who don't see our show, who don't read the newspaper or get the news or what have you. Because remember, when that first deadline for the right of entry happened on the 15th of April, there was a ton of people that went there at the last second because, quote unquote, they didn't hear about it. So this is another opportunity for us to share with our community, with those people who were impacted, and just educate. We got to look out for one another. It's another opportunity for that. And the last part I want to say about this is, it's not always a bad thing, because again, we don't know why people are selling. It's not always a bad thing that they're selling. One of the things that I'm most concerned about is them being under, selling for a price that is pennies on the dollar, because they're, being either tricked or they're in such dire straits that they don't think they have options. And I think some of that comes from not truly understanding this whole process of the rebuilding and how long things are going to take, and really just understanding how they're going to make it. So the more we can share with one another, the more we can bring people on to this show to enlighten folks, I think it'll be very important and beneficial in the long run of the success of Altadena.
Absolutely.
Well, I'd like to do some special shout outs. We always got our affiliate platforms, Instagram. So we got a few people that have joined. Black Polynesian Beast Mode 28 joined. We got Kirk Devon all the way from Alabama, shouting out Dina Love.
What's up, Kirk? I ain't seen that man in a minute.
Classmate Donald Dean, USC, because he's the man over at USC. I mean, if you ever need anything USC, Donald runs USC. I'm just telling you.
Absolutely. And he's the coolest cat ever.
Right. And of course, we got Brandon, our original underground media. Brandon's on here. Brandon. So we be having people. Yeah. I always do that. I got that from a TV show where the dude was always trying to call on Brandon to comment, and he would never comment. All the other kids would. They kept calling his name Brandon.
That's right.
But we've been going for 59 minutes. I think we said enough. Did we say enough?
I think so.
Y'all want more?
I mean, unless they comment something, I guess we've done our part.
Well, we got Dina Love in the house, Kirk Devine, all the way from Alabama. He out there taking care of both his mom and his dad. So his mom lives in Alabama, his dad lives in Atlanta. So he's driving back and forth between the two. So
Woo.
shout out to my man, you know, taking on the responsibilities of the people that took the responsibilities of him on before he turned.
Absolutely.
So that man's
Good
out there
job.
doing it.
Enjoy Babylon, bro.
We go from children and parent to parent-child.
Yeah.
I always tell people this. Your parents took care of you from 0 to 18 years. You got from 20 to 50 to figure out your life. Because at 50, you start to knowing that it's time for you to now dedicate your life to taking care of your parents for them 18, 20, or 30 years that they're going to be here. And all that comes with it. So remember how bad your ass was? Now your parents going into problems with dementia and losing a step, and you can't get mad because they sure didn't get mad at you when you was busting out windows and stuff and they had to pay for it. So
they was getting mad. They was getting mad.
Yeah, but they just ain't letting you know to the extent of the festivity that they were.
Back then they got to whoop our butts. We can't whoop them because that's elder abuse.
Well, not only that, but you can't whoop them because it ain't nothing of their doing that is happening now. You
exactly.
Man,
just gotta use grace if they forget, if they whatever it is, right? It's just like,
well, you know, my mom
gotta take a breath.
My mom repeats her stories as if this is the first time she's met you every time she sees you. And so I have to say, what year are we discussing this year, Mom? We're doing 1975 or we're doing 80?
You know, she's probably watching too.
I know, but she knows true. I wouldn't be surprised if she come on here now. You know, back in 75 when we first.
Don't be telling my business.
Don't be telling that. I tell about that time you busted the window at field school and I had to pay $100. I remember everything I did that my mother had to pay for. I also remember the times that she came and saved my life without having to worry about. I knew I wasn't going to get in trouble because just the nature of the incident.
Mm-hmm.
I knew just the button to push to not get in trouble, but it was this small of a margin. My father was just shaking his head. I don't know what. I done taught this kid how to do all kinds of stuff, and he's taking it and using it for evil. Like,
well, you know what?
Use your powers for good, B.
I was just about to say, Jamal, you and my dad, always. You remind me of Shazam, the TV show back when we were younger. Billy Batson, use these forms. You shout out these names together, and you can use your forces for good. I wish I could Shazam on a few fools. Shazam! Pow! Get up out of my face.
Well, I think that what is so amazing is that the three of us who are all on here, a couple years apart, went to the same school and all that, all still have our parents that are alive and doing. Sometimes my dad, I think yesterday when they came over, I said, "How you doing today?" He was like, "I'm fair to Midland." I was like, "No, you're good," because he has some balance issues, right, and gets dizzy, and he's forgetting he'll be 88 in a week, so it's all good, like whatever. But the fact that they are all still our parents, all still married. And your parents been married how long, Jamal?
Long time. Long time.
Don't tell me you don't know. You don't know.
About his age, right?
Right.
He got to remember his own anniversary, let alone his parents.
Well, my parents lasted 24
like
years.
Nice.
That was good enough.
My pop said, I'm sorry. Go ahead, B.
No. I just said my parents lasted married for 24 years, and that was good enough for me. Not long enough, but good enough for me.
Right.
You know, they lasted all the way till I turned 21. After that, I understood why they broke up. You know, when you're 10 years old, Daddy, don't leave.
Yeah, you don't get it.
I'm here with Mom. Oh, God. We gonna be eating butter sandwiches.
And my pop's saying whenever I holler at him, "Hey, Pop, how you doing today?" His saying is always, "So far, so good."
Okay.
I mean, always.
Hey, that's the best answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamal knows how I'm feeling when it depends. Like you told me yesterday, it depends on how I greet him.
Mm-hmm.
If he calls up and I say, "What's happening, brother?" It's a good day. If I go, "Yeah, what's happening?" I might be concentrating on something, or somebody just pissed me off, and I'm trying not to talk about it. And if he asks me,
"Hey, sweet,"
and he knows not to ask me, so you know, he's like, hey, he's like, you got the angel devil on your shoulders. Jamal's like angel.
Who? Oh, Jamal. And you were
He be
Angel
over here on
Devil.
both. No, you know how you got the angel devil on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, should I do this? Angel's on both sides with Jamal. I said, should I do this? No. I said, no. Okay.
And what did you have on yours? Which one was winning out on yours, Brian?
Oh, they're both were angels.
No,
I
that
had
was
no
Jamal.
devil. No,
That was
Jamal is on my
He was saying I
shoulders
was
as
the
the
angel.
angels. And I asked him,
Oh.
should I do this? No. I said, no. Both of them say no. So I got to put the tunnel vision in and go against them.
I thought you meant Jamal was always angel, because he's always been an angel. You were mixed half and half.
No. He's the one that I go to discuss stupid stuff back in the day that I used to think about doing to people. And he would be like, nah, man, just let it go. Just let it go. Nah, man, I could ruin them. I got pictures. Nah, man, just don't do it. So some of y'all got saved because of Jamal. I'm just letting you know. You know who you are. I got the receipts.
We know who they are.
Yeah, I got the receipts, fool.
That he saved them, huh?
Oh, screenshots are your friend. No matter
Yeah.
what device. I would have screenshot in Braille if I could.
That don't even make no sense, man.
Exactly, but see, you tried to visualize that.
I love it because you would. You'd be like, hold on a second.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me get my stylist out. It's over. Oh yeah, that fool Diddy. Yep, I got him.
You know what? I'm getting off this thing. I'm gonna say toodles. You already know.
I'm gonna tell you, somebody spit. Aaron Hall told y'all a long time ago in his songs about Diddy.
Yep. People didn't
Remember,
listen.
dum dum Diddy, dum dum Diddy. Oh.
You know what? He's waking up, Jamal. He's sleepy.
That coffee
because the goofiness is coming out. So
absolutely.
I'm gonna say, have a wonderful weekend, you all. Enjoy wherever you gotta go, Brian. Jamal, if you get out, kudos. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Waiting on this little nephew dog of mine to show up, and then I will make sure on Monday I ping y'all when I'm on my way and get out there so we can do live at that ceremony. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't get in no trouble, either one of you, Brian.
Dum dum Diddy. Oh.
Look, I'm gonna do the princess wave.
Right. Everybody have a great weekend.
Bye, y'all.
We outro Sheen Cosmetics.